Julie Roussel here. Hey, welcome, and thanks for joining in on this wacky Wednesday, where you never know what the topic is going to be. So hey, glad you could glad you could join in, there we go. Whether you're popping in live or catching on the replay, I love spending a few minutes with you. So as always with any of my live videos, if you hear something that you find helpful or that resonates with you, would you please leave a reaction, anything but like please. Drop a comment or ask questions in the thread anytime, even just if you're saying hey. I'm happy to see where my, I got sidetracked again. I saw a few people popping in. But share the video with anyone you think it might help. Well, it looks like my camera's a little off, sorry. PM me if you have questions or want to hear more. I'm always happy to share the things that I'm learning, and I hope that they help you. Yours is buffering, okay. Hey Autumn, hey RC, long time no see, buddy. Hello Jamie. Hello Autumn. I'm sorry yours is buffering. I wish I could tell you what to do. Not an IT specialist. But hey, so I'm glad you guys could make it. Thanks for popping in. If I happen to miss anyone's name as they go across the screen, I usually apologize because my camera and notes are set landscape style to the left for me, because as most of you know, live videos really make me nervous, and I usually end up having a totally blank mind as soon as the live button goes on. So, like I said, leave me a shout or a hey and let me know that you were there. Mr. C, wow. I'm so glad you were able to pop on. I think this is the first time I've seen you live. Hey, Jamie, shout right back at you, lady. Hey. But I'm gonna go on with the question of the night, and hopefully if there's anyone else joining in, I'll see you as you go across the screen. So, do you talk to yourself? Does it matter? You know, does that mean that you're crazy? Well, no, I'm not so certain of that, but would you please leave a thought in the thread if you talk to yourself and what you normally say? And tonight I wanted to share with you a mentor's message, a few examples, and how you could change your life simply by changing how you talk to yourself. Oh, hello, Phyllis. Gosh, lady, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you could make it. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're making me blush. Oh, Jamie, you sound just like me. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. But let me go on here because, as you all know, I am easily distracted. For the longest time, though, I was struggling, and I felt like I was a failure in so many ways. And I know I was not good enough. You know, I was a terrible spouse. I'd never actually be decent at that as a coach, or I'm a nobody, or a failure as a parent, all the time. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who talks to myself like this. Yes, absolutely. Phyllis, so do I. Autumn, absolutely. I do the same thing. I'm glad to know that we're all not alone in this. But, you know, and it just keeps going through your head, you know, no one's ever going to love me. You know, I'm never going to be good at this. I'll never be successful, you know, and it just goes on and on through your head. You know, I'm sure you all talk that way. But a mentor told me that I was never going to be happy or successful if I talked to myself like that on a daily basis. And he told me that I had to stand guard at the door of my mind. And, you know, my first thought was, huh? What do you mean? You know, kind of like the security guard guarding a bank vault. You know, he told me that your mind is an incredible thing, an incredible tool, and you're thinking thoughts that create our reality in our life. And people struggle because they're not being responsible for their thoughts and what we focus on. And it took me a minute to figure out what he was trying to say. But I think what he was trying to say is that if we believe something so strongly, if we believe that we're unworthy, a bad parent, our mind is going to search out confirmation of that belief, or, you know, seek out things and reasons in the world why we're a bad parent or why we're unlovable. Oh, I have more joining in tonight. Apparently this is a family affair. This is Nicholas. Say hi. And there's Alex right behind me. I think he just got done working out.
Hello.
Right? Working on those muscles. Awesome.
Gamer.
So for example, like if you buy a red car, thank you. you start noticing all the red cars on the road that you never noticed before. Does that mean that there are more red cars? Well, no. Just that you're more aware of them. So sometimes, even if there's evidence supporting the opposite view, you know, different kinds of cars that are stronger and clearer, you're just going to ignore it, and you're not going to acknowledge that. For example, if you think you're a bad parent, you're going to ignore the good things that you did and only focus on the bad. Right? Mm-hmm. So says the 9-year-old. Sure, anytime, sweetie, anytime. But so think for a second. This is just like how you talk to yourself. You know, what's running through your head. Are you cruel to yourself? You know, so take a second, write down or record what you say to yourself on a daily basis. Oh, hello, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Oh, gosh, it's so good to see you both. Hello, Cynthia. Gosh, lady, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you could pop in. Nicholas hasn't figured out where everyone's coming from, but that's okay. So, for example, if you sit there and tell yourself, I'm never going to lose weight, I'm never going to amount to anything, you know, I'm a loser, I'm not good enough, no one's going to love me, you know, no one wants me. Well, of course, if you keep telling yourself that over and over again, it's going to become reality. Just like if enough people tell you that you can do something and believe in you, you start to believe it for yourself. Simply because they told you. I'm totally guilty of this because for the longest time, I didn't believe in myself at all until a couple people told me that I could. Funny how that works. But the deeper question is, why is it okay to talk to yourself like that? Would you talk to your best friend, you know, your child, or allow someone to say that to your child? You know, for example, if you see this cute little buddy.
He's my cousin.
No, that is you. So, this is Nicholas. Isn't he cute when he was little? And, you know, if you were looking at this picture and you ran into this little kid, you know, what would you say to him? You know, that was encouraging. Would you say, you know, you can be whatever you want, you know, you have a great smile, you know, if you study hard and work hard, you know, you'd say something encouraging to them. It's not like you'd walk up to them and say, you're horrible, you're never going to amount to anything, you're no good. You know, how do you talk to them? Do you talk to them like you talk to yourself? Of course not. So if you can't talk to a cute little buddy like this, why is it okay to talk to yourself like that? Would you allow some random lady to come up to you or some guy to come up to you and say that to your kid? To say that they were horrible, that they couldn't do anything right, that they were unworthy, that they couldn't do they could never amount to anything? No way. So what I learned from my mentor was that you should talk to yourself like you talk to your best friend or talk to your child when they're young. And you'll be amazed at how just a simple change can improve your mindset, your life, your success, and make you happier. Really? You can take the tape off your mouth now. Remember we used to do things like that? As long as you don't answer yourself back. I love your honesty, Janet. That's awesome. So if you heard something that you find helpful or that resonated with you, would you please leave a reaction, drop a comment, or leave me a hey in the thread anytime. Even ask questions. You're always welcome. Share the video with anyone you think it might help or might need to hear a positive message today. So PM me if you have questions or want some tips on changing your mindset and talking to yourself in a positive way. Life happens live, what can you say? So I've learned that you're never going to be happy, feel confident, or be successful if you don't stand guard at the door of your mind. Focus instead on talking to yourself like you would your best friend or your child when they're little. And you'll be amazed at the difference. You can stop that now. Like I was saying, you'll be amazed at the difference. Let's hope he doesn't pull his eyelashes out. Say good night.
I heard that.
Say good night.
Night.
I'll catch you later.